If you want to know what happened to Boruto after he was arrested, this video is for you. In this video, I will discuss what led to Boruto's arrest, how Boruto reacted to it, how other characters in Boruto reacted to it, and what Boruto's actions during the arrest revealed about his character. What led to Boruto's arrest? Boruto returned to Konoha to protect Sarada and Himawari from being devoured by Hidari and Jura. First, he went to where Himawari and Jura were fighting. He grabbed Himawari and flew away with her in his arms to keep her safe from Jura. After saving Himawari, Boruto used the flying Raijin technique to instantly teleport both of them to Sarada's location, aiming to save her from Hidari. Since he was now far from Jura, Boruto decided to fight Hidari first. During their fight, Boruto noticed that Hidari could heal himself whenever he moved through his claw marks. To try and defeat Hidari in one powerful move, Boruto used an imperfect Rasengan Uzuhigo after drawing planetary chakra through both feet on the ground. But since he didn't have enough time to gather enough planetary chakra, Hidari wasn't fully defeated. Only his head and left side of his body, including his left arm, were left. Kawaki then arrived and finished them off. After Hidari's defeat, a thorn-barbed soul appeared from his body, which Boruto took. Kawaki grabbed Boruto's right shoulder and asked what he was holding. Boruto, thinking Jura was no longer a threat since he was far away, lowered his guard to speak with Kawaki. He told him the item would help save his master Sasuke, who had been turned into a tree. Boruto then warned Kawaki to let him go or he would cut off Kawaki's arm. Kawaki didn't listen and asked Boruto, who gave him his information. Before Boruto could answer, Jura used his Rinnegan eye from a distance to shoot a compressed Biju bomb at Boruto like a sniper. The bomb missed Boruto's vital areas but caused enough damage to make him fall to the ground and cough blood, severely weakening him. With Boruto weakened and unconscious on the floor, Kawaki and Konohamaru saw this as the perfect time to arrest him. Konohamaru then put custom sealing jutsu cuffs on Boruto's hands. These cuffs prevented Boruto from using any jutsu and can only be unlocked with a specific code known by Shikamaru, Konohamaru, and Ikibi. Kawaki then took a toad that Boruto had hidden in his cape and destroyed it. This stopped Kashinkoji from talking to Boruto and also prevented Kashinkoji from using jutsu to summon Boruto from Konoha to the hideout. This is how Boruto was arrested. Due to the effects of Omnipotence, Boruto was declared an enemy of Konoha and was framed for killing Naruto, though it was Kawaki who had actually sealed Naruto in his Dakugu 10th dimension. Boruto was not killed when he was weak and on the floor, because Konoha needed the information he had about the divine trees. What was Boruto's first reaction to his arrest? When Boruto woke up, he found himself in an interrogation room with his wounds healed by Himawari. Right after waking up, Boruto tried to use his chakra to perform jutsu, but it didn't work. Konohamaru explained that the sealing jutsu cuffs on his hands were made by Amado, and no amount of hand signs would allow him to use jutsu. The cuffs even blocked Boruto's flying Raijin technique. Konohamaru warned Boruto to not even think about trying to break the cuffs, as they were highly impact resistant even though they were electronic. If Boruto tried to break them, he would only injure his arms. At this point, Boruto asked Konohamaru if everyone else was okay and where the enemy was. This showed that Boruto's main concern was for his friends and loved ones, even though he was in trouble himself. This highlighted his selflessness and his deep care for those around him. Boruto was also concerned about the enemy's location. Even in a vulnerable position, he was still thinking about potential threats, which showed his dedication to protecting the village as the Shadow Hokage and his readiness to keep fighting if needed. Konohamaru answered, saying the enemy had run off and there was no trace of their chakra in or around the village. However, they had lost several comrades this time, although the real targets like Sarada and Himawari were safe, as were the Inoshika Cho trio. How did the others react to Boruto's arrest? Konohamaru wanted answers from Boruto, as he had many questions. He first asked Boruto who attacked Konoha and why they targeted Sarada and Himawari. Boruto explained that the attackers were divine trees beings with self-awareness. Each one represents the chakra of someone consumed by the 10 tails or the claw grimes and turned into a tree. Boruto gave an example with Sasuke, saying Sasuke was the base model for Hidari, whom Konohamaru had fought. He also mentioned another one called Mitsuri, whose base model was Master Muegi. Right after, Boruto warned Konohamaru to be careful because Mitsuri's main target was him. Boruto also told Konoha and Konohamaru that the divine trees were trying to gather information by devouring Sarada, Himawari and Konohamaru, and that their leader Jura was the one pushing them all. Boruto said that Jura was a unique case since he didn't have a base model and was a direct creation of the Ten Tails, leading the current crisis. In short, Boruto told them if they defeated Jura, the planet will no longer be in danger. Konohamaru then asked Boruto how he knew all this information and how he figured it out, as they will need to decide if they could trust him. Boruto replied that he had a source but couldn't reveal their identity for safety reasons. Konohamaru questioned how they could believe Boruto without any proof. Boruto then replied by saying that the only reason he was alive was due to the information he had. Homura then told Boruto not to get overconfident, saying that regardless of what the divine trees wanted, Konoha would eliminate any threat with all means necessary, including Boruto. Homura added that Boruto shouldn't expect to leave the room alive. Koharu then told Boruto that based on Homura's words, he should speak carefully, as they might at least offer him a painless death. Koharu suggested Boruto reveal his source and explain why he harmed Lord 7th, Naruto Uzumaki. Meanwhile, Shikamaru, who had figured out Boruto was the real Uzumaki, began to feel the effects of omnipotence. Shikamaru remembered his early conversation with Boruto, where he advised Boruto that he will have to continue taking the blame for Naruto's death to avoid cornering Kawaki. However, Shikamaru couldn't remember any details of their conversation about the omnipotence or the identity swap between Boruto and Kawaki. He recalled saying he didn't want Kawaki to feel pressured and suggested Boruto remain a fugitive. Shikamaru wondered why he trusted Boruto, as he couldn't recall the impact of Kawaki's wish activating omnipotence. Despite this, Shikamaru realized he was convinced Boruto was Uzumaki Boruto, even without clear memories, and couldn't let him die. Meanwhile, Boruto was telling Konoha and Konohamaru that he had not killed Naruto. Both Naruto and Hinata were safe. Koharu asked where they were and why they needed to hide. Boruto refused to give details, but insisted he was not lying. The reason he also didn't plan to expose Kawaki's actions was that he believed it would only create division and confusion in Konoha. Ibiki then said they were moving towards a real interrogation, meaning he was ready to use force on Boruto. As Ibiki prepared to harm Boruto, Shikamaru linked with Ino via her mind transfer jutsu to ask her to help him speak to Boruto privately. Ino refused, saying private use of mind transfer jutsu was against regulations and all communication had to be reported. She noted that the conversation already broke 5 rules. Shikamaru reminded her that this was a top secret mission and she was the only person he could ask for help. Ino, concerned for Shikamaru, questioned why he trusted Boruto so strongly. Shikamaru acknowledged her doubt but asked her to trust him and to help him as a friend, not as Hokage. Ino advised Shikamaru to cool down, saying she couldn't help him anymore. While Shikamaru was talking to Ino, Ibiki came behind Boruto, who couldn't use chakra or jutsu due to the ceiling jutsu curves. Ibiki told Boruto that if Naruto was really safe, he should say where he was. If not, his story wouldn't hold and he would die as a disgraced traitor who killed the Hokage. Boruto stayed calm and wasn't willing to reveal Kawaki's involvement. Ibiki then grabbed Boruto's head and slammed it against the table, causing Boruto to bleed from his mouth. Ikibi added that he had wanted to beat Boruto up for killing Naruto for the last 3 years. Boruto replied, saying Ibiki must have had a lot of free time. Boruto said this because during the time skip, he was constantly hunted by all shinobi, facing threat of death from Code and his army of claw crimes. In that time, Boruto's master Sasuke was devoured by Code's claw crimes after sacrificing himself so Boruto could escape and train to get stronger. Additionally, Kashinkoji had told Boruto about the divine tree and Jura threatened the planet, intending to kill Boruto and then devour Kawaki, which will lead to the planet's destruction. To help him prepare, Kashinkoji used his presence Shinjutsu ability to teach Boruto the skills and jutsu that his future self had mastered, speeding up Boruto's training so he could stand a chance against Jura, Code, and the Divine Tree. So that means Boruto envied Ekipi for having a lot of free time because he has no time to waste. He has to train, work hard to protect the planet and the people who are trying to kill him. Ippiki punched Boruto in the face while Shikamaru watched, unable to intervene. Ippiki didn't stop there. He punched Boruto in the stomach as well. Boruto, bleeding from the mouth, remained unfazed. Seeing Boruto's defiant look, Ippiki remarked that it was a nice glare, but he wanted to see how long it would last. At this point, Shikamaru came with a plan to help Boruto. He told Ippiki to stop, saying physical force was pointless since Boruto wouldn't break under pain. Instead, Shikamaru suggested they use venom to make Boruto talk and proposed summoning Mitsuki to administrate it. Shikamaru secretly gave Mitsuki a code to unlock Boruto's ceiling cuffs, which prevented him from using chakra. Mitsuki then told Boruto that his belongings were in the West Wing security office, guarded by 2 people. Mitsuki realized that Kawaki didn't inspire him the way Boruto did, confirming for him that Boruto was his true son. This understanding is why Mitsuki helped Shikamaru assist Boruto. Before using the flying Raijin to escape, Boruto told Konoha, Konohamaru, and Ikibi, who had been beating him, that he didn't see them as enemies. He added that he would even be willing to share information with them, but on his terms. He stated that how they choose to use this information was up to them. Boruto then used the flying Raijin to teleport instantly to the room where his belongings were being kept. He retrieved his cape, sword, and bag with his shinobi tools. Before using the flying Raijin to escape, he told the 2 guards that none of it was their fault. So what does Boruto's arrest reveal about his character? Boruto's role as the Shirokage shows his tactical and resilient nature, along with his strong commitment to protect both Konoha and Kawaki, even though he faces harsh treatment and judgment. Boruto willingly accepts being framed as Naruto's killer to protect Kawaki, who was actually the one to seal Naruto in his Dakuguten dimension. By taking the blame, Boruto sacrifices his reputation, credibility, and position in Konoha. However, Boruto's actions keeps Konoha united and prevents the internal conflicts that will come if Kawaki's actions were exposed. Boruto puts the village stability above his own image, showing he's willing to be misunderstood or even hated if it means protecting Konoha and achieving a greater purpose. A key moment is when Boruto chooses to share information about the divine trees only on his terms. By controlling what he reveals, Boruto keeps his own power, ensuring that what he says serves his mission instead of Konoha's interest, which may be distorted by the perception created by the Omnipotence. This is similar to the denial strategy, where holding back key information gives him influence and control over future interactions with Konoha's leaders, even though he's seen as a fugitive. Boruto's character shows a careful balance between resisting and complying. He refuses to break under Ekibi's torture, showing both moral and mental strength. Instead of giving in to the violence or revealing secrets about Kawaki or Naruto's location, Boruto only shares what's needed, holding on to his integrity and principles as Shirokage. This calm approach helps him keep the respect of key allies like Shikamaru, even as he takes on the role of a scapegoat for Konoha's stability. Boruto perfectly represents the role of the Shirokage, carefully balancing power and perception to protect both Konoha and Kawaki. His actions show deep strategic thinking and a strong commitment to the village's safety, even if he has to face personal sacrifice and hostility from the very people he aims to protect.